Warmest blessings, everyone. This is Master Shaman Palai Chi. Welcome, welcome. This is Freeing Friday to all of you. Hopefully you guys can hear me this time and we won't have technical difficulties as well. So, are you guys ready for Freeing Friday today? We have a couple things that I want to discuss. And before I do that, if you don't know me, I am Master Shaman Palai Chi from Falithi Healing. My website is on there on the screen at www.falithihealing.com. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, go check out our website, Falithi Healing, at falithihealing.com. So type down in the chat. We're going to have an interactive chat. Whoever is most active, I will be paying attention to mostly. For those of you that are active, go subscribe, like, and click on that notification bell for more sacred content to come on shamanism, spiritual development, personal growth, and conscious living, ways of living in the conscious life as we move forward. Also, if you want that one card, that free one card pull, go like, subscribe, and or share the post. If you are subscribed and you have been a loyal follower, please go like and share this post on your social media, whether it's Facebook, it's linking it on TikTok, on Instagram, whatever, wherever, Twitter, wherever you are, or back on or back onto YouTube, wherever you can do it on YouTube, on a post or something like that. That would be great. It's just to share the content out so that people who are looking for this type of healing, who are needing a deep trauma release or trauma-informed healing, can reach out to Faliti Healing, okay? Now and in the future. And everything you do for Faliti is paying it forward. And the universe will see that, will notice that, and will acknowledge you, will acknowledge that as well, and your gestures, and will be giving it back to you in regards to abundance and wherever that you go. So and that's also in regards to your spiritual journey as well. Okay. So a couple things we have. I want to do an opening talking in regards to spiritual body and teaching in regards to up leveling. Someone last time or one of the other times asked me, how do I, Master Palachi, how do I up level or higher my vibrations? How do I make my vibrations higher, right? So I have 3 things that I want to talk about today on how to do that for yourself and how to go about doing it. There are 3 essential things that you'll need to utilize to care for your spiritual energy, because your spiritual energy is probably the most important piece moving forward on and out as we go and as we live on this planet. Okay. And then after that, after we talk about the 3 essential things to up level your spiritual energy, then we will go into a channel, planetary prayer and healing, which is also a healing meditation or healing song, whatever comes through at that time. So if you guys want to tune in and be ready for that, if you guys are with me live or even later, for some of those that are going to be joining later and they can't join right now, they can still tune in and close eyes, open up palms. Like I always say, open up your palms, being ready to receive. And at the same time, as you are joining in at that time, you are also exuding good energies along with us so that we can heal more of the planet and allow the planet to just breathe, because there is a need to just alleviate the pain, the trauma that the planet has been going through as well. If the planet goes through pain, spiritually and energetically, we as humans on the planet will get a gist of that as well. If we as a people, humanity goes through that as well, goes through a trauma on this planet, the planet also goes through its own cycle of trauma as well. So you want to tune in with that and breathe with me there. And then we're going to take a small break to talk about the book that I have out there. And we will also do 3 card readings for those of you that want to dive deeper and you know you need it right now, as in a mini transformation. I just call it a mini transformation because it's fairly short, but the benefits of this mini transformation is very much 10x. And those of you that has had a transformation from me in the past can attest to that. So 3 card readings for those of you that have done a prepay for that. The prepay is out there. And I will also, before I forget, I will also put the ticker on here and you guys can see it all on the screen. Whatever your questions are, it should be answered there. Typically, they're answered on the chat, but this time I decided to just do my ticker out there and you guys can just kind of read along as we go along, because I know some of you will join in at later times of this episode or this video. So, we are going to also do 1 card pulls as well. If you guys are into the 1 card pulls and you have some questions, they're pressing questions, or maybe just a question that has to do with your spiritual journey or with your life in general, anything, everything, go ahead and go share, go like, and go subscribe. If you've already subscribed and done some of those things, go and like and share it to some people that you know that may need it right now. Even though you know they may not be open to it, you know they're going to be looking at it if they are somewhat interested, okay? Whether it's now or at a later time. And it's to get them to start to go back to the self, go back to the soul, and to listen in on their intuition, because intuition and the soul is the most important piece that you can acknowledge, especially in this lifetime. If you are alive right now and breathing and living, then this is the thing that you want to pay attention to and learn as much as you can about. Okay, so what can you guys tell me? How have you guys, I'll say this, how have you guys been doing, and what have you guys been doing on your spiritual journey that has elevated you? Share that in the chat with me. Share that in the chat. What have you been doing so far on your spiritual journey? If you've been on a spiritual journey, what is one thing that you've done for yourself that has helped you to elevate in your spiritual journey, okay? Or in your spiritual energy, we'll say it that way, in your vibration, right? What have you been doing to help you? For those of you that are watching right now, I know I've done a ton of things. When I was starting out as a shaman, I started when I was 2, but to really do my shamanic path started at when I was, I think it was about 2005, 2006, when I first started my journey. And it was crazy. You guys saw some of my videos and things like that. If you've done some things to help yourself in your spiritual vibration, what led you to doing it? You know, what is the why that led you to wanting this spiritual elevation? And what led you to doing it, right? What led you to doing it? What led you to doing, I see some people putting cleansings or you know, knowing their gifts and things like that. But what made you know? What made you understood that you had spiritual gifts and that you wanted to be more on your spiritual gifts, to know your spiritual gifts more? We'll say it that way, because that's the same thing as wanting to elevate your vibration. Is when you want to know your spiritual gifts, is when you want to utilize your spiritual gifts to help yourself first, typically. And then, because we can't say that we're trying to be naive or trying to be, you know, selfish, that we want to help ourselves, right? It is only the truth that we want to help ourselves first, right? We want to help ourselves first, because if we don't help ourselves first, we're not going to be able to help others, right? I always say that to my disciples. Because without helping the self, you can't really help others, right? If you're not healthy, how can you help others? So know that as a fact. I was going to clear some things here. Okay. So the one thing that you can do that's essential to the spiritual body. Now, the spiritual body is different from the physical body and the energetic body. But in the spiritual body, it's also contained in the energetic body. You can protect your energetic boundaries. How can you protect your energetic boundaries, right? Staying away from crowds that could be toxic, or staying away from reels that could be toxic, videos, movies, things like that, that may be toxic to you, that you know that aren't good for you, and that's making you fearful, making you afraid. Now, there's nothing bad about fear, because sometimes fear helps the person to overcome something as well. And it helps a person to understand their whys, go back to the whys, and go back to the basic once they have feared. It helps them to also strengthen up, because without being fearful, then you don't know how to be strong. Okay? So I'm not saying that it's good, but I'm also not saying that it's bad. So protect your energetic boundaries is one way to elevate your higher vibrations, or at least to keep it where you want it, right? Where you want it. Not go down, but go up or level it out, right? So protect your spiritual or energetic boundaries, your spiritual and energetic boundaries. If you protect your energetic boundaries, you are also therefore protecting your soul, protecting your spiritual fragments as well. We talk about spiritual fragments in soul callings. So if you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and go check them out later. Practice daily grounding and stillness. So how do some of you practice your daily grounding and stillness? Type that down. How do you practice your daily grounding and being still? Because there's so much things going on in our world right now. You know, aside from war things going on, war energies, warring energies coming in and distracting us through dreams, through different vibrations, people. Maybe people are embodied in that war energy and they are feeling like the hype of trying to now gather everything that they need to in order to survive. If that war ever comes to the US, there is a possibility. And or if the war ever comes to out there in overseas, and we have to somehow adjust for it in our lives and in our families, how are we realistically going to prepare to protect ourselves, to ground ourselves, and to keep still? These are very important topics that you may need to not pay attention to because it wasn't quite there before. Though spiritual war has been going on for centuries. If you haven't seen the video on that one I did back in COVID times, talking about the spiritual war that was going on, and it's fighting for what? What is it fighting for? There's a key component there. So if you listen, then you will know and you understand. It's fighting for souls. There's your gold nugget. I'll say it, said it once, and I'll say it again. That's the second thing. Practicing your daily grounding and stillness. One thing that I do when I practice grounding, meditation, or stillness is you kind of take your hands and just clear it out. Okay, clear it out of the body. You're actually physically clearing it out. Okay, of the body, around body, okay, wherever this energy is, you just take your hands and clear. Now, for some of you, it may not work too well because you have to actually believe that what you're doing is not super funny, it's not awkward, but that you believe that what you're doing is real, is helping. So you just take your hands and clear, 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 okay? And then after that, you go and sit down in a lotus position, or we call it here in America, crisscross applesauce, okay? In a kiddie-ish, childish terms. And then you go there and you sit, and then you just kind of allow yourself to breathe. For some of you, you may want to listen to the breath. For some of you, listening to the breath doesn't work because you're still having snow going through, right? If you guys have had went through old TV screens back in the 80s, there was, when the TV didn't work, it would snow. So we call it snow going on. It would just have like a blink noise going on. And that's called snow, right? So this noise is just going on in your head, or maybe you're seeing different memories or different visions, and there's just various random things that are going on in your head, distracting you from quieting down. You can also use a mantra to help you to quiet down. Today, we are going to do a healing song in the Healing for the Planet, and that should also help you as well, like a mantra would. Okay, a mantra, if you guys don't know what a mantra is anything that you can say to yourself, any word that you can say to yourself over and over and over again that helps you to just go into a zoom into your center, okay, into your center, whether it's here in the head or in the heart or in the pit of your stomach, wherever that center is, right? It could be also at the bottom of your feet, at the roots, but typically it's in the center of your head. So you want to see it that way, all right? Throwing out so many gold nuggets here. Hope you guys are taking notes or go back and watch the video. So daily grounding and stillness happens because you want it to happen, because you're willing to take the time, even just 5 minutes, to sit, close eyes, and just be in the sun. That's another grounding, simple grounding meditation that you can do. So there's number 2, okay? Number 3, release emotional residue, things that has been lingering, lagging, through an awareness of yourself, of where you're coming from, of where you're going, of where you're at, and then also with the breath. Now, breathing there's so many ways and techniques to do this, but the easiest technique that will get you there is going to be inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, okay? Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So comment down below if you've ever done a breathing technique. Say, I did a breathing technique or breathing technique. You know, type down breathing. Type down that you've done grounding techniques or grounding. If you want to let us know that you've done it, type it down for me. Again, those that are interactive, I will pay attention to a lot more than those that are inactive. So you want to be active on my lives here. And type in hearts and stars. I know Ja Bass has been typing down so many hearts and stars. So shout out to Ja Bass. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. Interaction is where you're paying a going forward, moving forward type of thing. You know, you're paying it forward by interacting. And that's going to help you on the journey. And if you've been helped on the journey through my lives, say I right now. If my life has helped you some way, somehow, say I. Drop in a heart or star. If you're here, take a moment to fully arrive, and you just got here, take a moment to fully arrive for me. All right. And type in the peaceful leaf for me in the chat so I know you're present, because we are going to segue into the planetary healing and channeling. All right. Hearts and stars. Type in for me a leaf. Drop a leaf for me, because we're going to segue into the planetary prayer that's going to be channeled in, and the guided healing meditation. All of you that are on with me, thank you so much to my Shung Lord, saying that she appreciates me. Shout out to you. All right. Take a moment with me. There we go. Ja Bass, shout out to you as well. Showing us a ton of leaves coming in, that's showing me that you are present. For those of you that are present, type in that leaf right now. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. And we are going to go into this healing. Planetary healing coming up here for those of you that have just joined. All right. Turning on that candle here. Satranansu. Participate by closing eyes or eyes lowered down to the ground. Allowing yourself to relax now. Relax. Relax shoulders. Feeling it at your chest. Warm, good energies. In light of love, in light of humanity, we channel in today of all goodness, of the ascended highest energies, of the benevolence that come in to guide so that we can have a smooth ride. Prayers to humanity flows in you, flows in me. Come and hold your hands, dear ones, so that you can see. In the truth of humanity, there is still love, though pain is at our hearts. Love can overcome each one, gain by gain. Allow your hearts to flow, to know love once more. May your hearts feel this in galore. If it has felt 3 times, then allow it to feel 10 times more. If your heart has been pained, cracked, and split, then let the pieces be regained again. For all on the planet who has gone through trauma, things that has made you sad, angry, solemn, paralyzed at the heart, in the mind. May you come to be once more of the roots you had grown from in the values, moral, that you, your soul, is known from. Let us now allow ourselves to calm, to come as a collective energy. Let ourselves be known for who we truly are and not those who influences us to be in the negative we do not want to be. May we rise ourselves up again as a human race, as humankind. Though times may be at stake, we hold ourselves strong at heart, therefore strength to gain. Allow ourselves to see when it is time, with the truth set in our minds. Allow us to act in truth, in kind. May we not be blind with those things that will unfold before us, and not be selfish with our love, with our kindness, with our compassion through our energies. May the planet forgive us, humanity, for the good, the bad, or the ugly that has done upon itself to know humanity. Let the benevolence arise in each and every one of us today and forevermore. If not by a lot, at least by some. And allow it to flow more and more. Today we ask of the benevolence to help with our planet and humankind, the kind that is human, to not go blind and be willing to see, to act, and to be in their highest selves as much as they can and know to be. Today we pray upon and ask upon, allowing upon ourselves the good energies that flows from our skies of the benevolence in helping our planet to grow and elevate into whom we should be, as whom we were created to be since the beginning of time. Love sees us, and we must be willing to see our souls. May we see our soul. Take a deep breath. Su di hu yuan de li long, su di hu yuan de li long, thua long lo tí long lơ lo thua long lo tí long lơ mò ca đi long yon thua tí lo ca đi long yon thua tí cho sai long lo bò long co tí bò long cu bò long co tí bò long no sai tí long bê như tí chi bò công nhân dư sai tí long bê như bê chi bò công nhân dư sao xí thua tí long ca lia li lo thua tí long ca lia li lo sai long co bỏ long đỏ quê. Wa Ishapa. Take a deep breath. Chi li yen yo kai yo go, chi li len yo tai yo to, do za ge yo ji mo ji, do za ga yo ji mo shi. Hu long lai da long lia, tua long kai te long kia, da long da, oh da long lai. Wa Ishapa. Take a slow deep breath. And here we have it. Open up your eyes if you have them closed. Come back with me here. Whew. Type down if you saw anything, if you observed and saw anything in that healing for the planet, the channeled prayer and healing that we just did to clear out some trauma of the planet, of the people, humankind, that is, and of ourselves. Type down in the chat or at the chat sidebar of what you saw, how you felt. I almost got teary-eyed as well. And for those that have done healings with me, you know me, that I, to the bottom of my heart, will be there with you. With tears, with sweat, with blood. I've got some comments here. Bunny 11 says tears, 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 tears. Jabaz says, I saw pink lotus flower blooming while crying. Don't make me cry with you. All right. Yes, teary eyes, just so sad for our planet, these things that are happening. We, as humanity, needs to stand up, raise our vibrations, however we know and can. I also see West Slowick, White Eagle High Mountain, saying spirits dancing in the mist. That's what he saw. Type down what you saw, how you felt. I know there's a ton of you watching. Go share this to the people that you know needed that prayer and healing. The more we can get out there and that you can help with, the more that you will also be paying it forward for the universe, and that you will also gain. But I don't want you to think about what you will gain. I want you to know what you will be doing to help with the planet. The most important piece is to get this content out as much as we can to as many people as we can. Ya ne ya tineng ya mong. Bây giờ mình mong ya đồ đu can tu cứ nó. Nên nó thế bỏ nó nó. Khó kế bê ba bê ủa. An tua một ba tineng dia tên chân tu ba bê lu dia tên chân tu. Nó mò xia nó tu xia nó nè nó tin hình cho quá dọa là do hạt tiệp bây giờ tin hình thổ u bây giờ mong u cho quá dọa cha pa tới sông nên tức nó có nó hôm nay lúc xia hôm nay lúc chữ lúc la thôi đi từ kinh mua bệnh sử chủ sĩ lòng một ba cho tờ share tờ cho kế bê ba nó tan cho cho giờ bê tông thua cho kế phá nó bộ thầu xong ở phạt trồng lọ giờ bên thua một ba địa tên điện tu chỉ là đa giờ hải chất chân chủ nó nên nó bê lúc xua đó cho rồi bê tờ live nên ba share đồ tin hình chỉ trong là do cho groups nên cho or group nên nhỏ đồ hồ so hay are related or relevant lo nhân the name sai thiết xã trong một share tờ đồ tin hình có tin hình họ trón lòng là tôi khen hạt tiệt do odicha do viricha bây giờ tin hình hôm nay tây nó mua đồ họ ô lúa do viricha cú tôi khen nó do tôm lòng thiên nông của tôi khen son tờ cú chân chu chập ly chân đua viricha khó nó thì lịch trình chân cho cú. Why is it important that I need to pay attention to the spirits of my soul, the fragments of my soul in total? Why is that deeply important for me on this planet in now time? Ask yourselves that. You may say, there's some of you that may say, yeah, there's some people that do not deserve any healing, do not deserve to release their trauma, do not deserve this and that. But compassion, no matter how bad they have become, no matter how mean, how negative they have been, somehow, some way, if they ask, if they want, and if they truly desire to be positive, it's simple with a blink of an eye. They may not believe it, you may not believe this, but it is true from the compassion of the universe. So know this is very much can be alive in each and every one of us. It's not to make a perfect world, because truly it is not perfect. Neither you or I or the planet is perfect. You see, everything is not a plateau or a plain of green grass. There are ugly mountains, there are beautiful mountains, there are rugged ones. There are volcanoes. There are various landscapes, and that's who humanity is various landscapes. And that we need to start to accept one another. But in that acceptance, we can also improve one another. by a simple gesture, okay? That gesture just comes from one decision from yourselves to share what you believe will help the other. Not to be, how do I say, greedy, selfish, or in a way secretive, right? There are sacred secrets, don't get me wrong, that cannot be shared with the wrong crowd. So that is why there are sacred secrets. But it is not to say that it is selfish to do so, because it can cause a ton of damage once done so. That is why there is a sacred secret of the universe, right? So unless you are mature enough to know, then your spirit guides shall tell you so. So we're going to move forward. And for those of you that are on with me and been watching, and if you haven't liked this video, why aren't you? And if you're still watching, if you haven't subscribed, why aren't you? If you haven't shared this video and you've gained a ton of gold nuggets and even a boost of energy along with the planet and humanity, why aren't you sharing this? Our people of Earth, the humankind, needs to be more open and sharing and caring more than you can think. Yes, you've been traumatized. Yes, you've hurt. Yes, there's been pain. The planet even feels this pain coming from so many humans that has died on this earth and disintegrated within the planet. So understand how the planet feels and what the planet contains, right? You are the piece, could be also the missing puzzle piece that is needed on this planet so that we can move forward, not perfectly, but in acceptance and improvement of the wisdom that we gain and the things that we know, to share what we can, when we can, with those that may be clueless or that knows but ignorant. Okay? So here today, do your best to go share without much feeling of you may be judged by others within your social media circle. It doesn't matter. They either see it from you or they see it from another, whether once, twice, or multiple times. And some will ignore it and ignore it and ignore it till the ends of time, until they hit a brick wall. And then guess what? They will start to say, like I always say, blessings, right? Bless this, bless that. I hope for this. I will be kinder. I will be more compassionate because now I know. And knowing, like they said in the movies, G.I. Joe, right, is half the battle. But in this case, if you know, then it's more than half the battle. If you guys are enjoying this, type in a heart and star for me and Juju Chi for me. I'll type it in myself. "100% there with you." If you guys have hurt, have gone through trauma of any kind, doesn't matter, it's trauma. If you have been struggling to get out of that trauma or out of the whole mindset thing of how you want to present yourself to the world, to your social media circle, if you've been struggling I understand you. I've been there, done that. If you're struggling with your spiritual journey and you don't know how to go about it or go forward with it, come and join these lives. Come and comment, interact. Let me know freely what you need, right? And we'll see what can be done. We'll see what can be done. If you are with a nonprofit and that nonprofit you know needs the stuff, refer them over to me. Refer them over to me. I have a trauma-informed program for cultural response, whatever they want to say it in political terms, right? Culturally responsive, trauma-informed, culturally responsive program, healing program to help with the nonprofits and the ones out there as well. So I am here to help as much as I can and when I can. But I also must keep myself in good health and strengthened as well. All right, so we're going to go into 3-card pulls and mini transformations right now. If those of you that has prepaid the small amount of $33.33 on these Spring Fridays, and you want that 3-card pull, then we're going to do it for you. Okay. I'm taking first come, first serve on that. And again, the first person that comes in, Walter Slowick, West Slowick, has donated a 3-card pull to a lucky winner. Okay. If you guys want that 3-card pull, then you need to come in and say so. We are doing 1-card pulls, free 1-card pulls as well in a bit here. But before I get started on that, I'm going to go into a bit of a break to talk about my book. So my book, The Universal Laws of Mankind, and I will show you this. There's also the QR code up there on the screen. Okay, it's on the screen, the QR code. And it's The Universal Laws of Mankind, a memoir and shamanic aspect. All right. It is out there on Amazon and will be also at Barnes & Noble's online for purchase. Hopefully I can soon get to a Barnes & Noble and do a book signing and hopefully even a reading, hopefully there, in different states, hopefully. But we are talking about the universal laws of mankind, a memoir and shamanic aspect. In this book, I go about talking on how I began, or how my spiritual journey began for me at the age of 2, and what happened during my life and the things that influenced or didn't influence me throughout, and how I got started on my shamanic journey. Also, I go into, and this is a teaching memoir, so it's not just about me talking about my life, but it's also a teaching memoir, teaching you and or the audience on the soul, teachings on some spiritual or shamanic aspects and energetic aspects, and especially the laws of the universe that affected my life. Typically, some universal laws of mankind will be affecting most lives. So some of the laws that I state within this book has a lot to do with many lives out there as well. So at least that's what I was told by my spiritual guides. So there it is for you. The QR code is up there if you guys want to take a look at that and go on to Amazon. If you've already read my book and you finished it, then please go out to Amazon and leave me a review. All right. I would appreciate that very much so. All right. For those of you that want a one-card pull, come in and let me know that you want a one-card pull so that we can get you on the list. And then for those that are looking for a 3-card pull, we'll get to you first. If you want a 1-card pull, you must say so, or else I won't know you want one. Okay. And I will enter you in, if you guys are on right now, I will enter you into a drawing for Wally West Slowick, his donation for someone to get a 3-card pull. So I will donate, he donated that, and I will do a drawing for someone to get this 3-card pull. But I don't know who to put in there if you don't say you want to be in the drawing. So if you want to be in the drawing, type down I want to be in the drawing, okay? Or just type drawing, okay? Type drawing. I will have your name put into a plate here of some sort, a bowl or plate. Maybe even use my singing bowl here. If you want to be in the drawing, you got to let me know. And then I will find some, write your name down. Yay, we have Ja Bass that wants to be in the drawing. Okay, so anybody else wants to be in the drawing? I have about maybe a couple minutes for you. I'm going to do about 2 readings or so, 2 3-card pulls, and then I'm going to come back and do the drawing. So if you want the drawing, then you better let me know that you want the drawing. Type down drawing if you want the drawing, okay? If you want to be in the drawing for the free 3-card pull donated by Wes Slowick, and you can thank him later. So Ja Bast is one. Mayua. Okay, I'm just writing down names right now. I got you, Mai Yang 8681, Sor Thao as well. Sor Thao. And I'll come back to write some more. So if you guys know anybody that wants to be in the drawing for a free 3-card pull, okay, then that is donated by Wes Loic, somebody that is watching right now as well. And I'm going to put you in the drawing in a bit here. So I'm going to come back and do the drawing in about 5 to 10 minutes here. But I'm going to do a 3-card pull it's a 3-card pull and mini transformation for someone who has paid here, Jessica Vang. So Jessica, we're going to do the 3-card pull and mini transformation for you, okay? We are going to do it with I may pull out some other cards, but we're going to do it with my regular deck of cards that I typically do. This is the Ancient Tarot deck, okay? So the Ancient Tarot deck for Jessica Vang 9947. Whoever wants to get into the free drawing that Wes Loic donated for, type down drawing and you will be written down in a bit, okay? Okay, so Jessica Vang, this is for you. This is your 3-card pull. And then those that wants a 1-card pull, a free 1-card pull, just type it down that you would like a 1-card pull, and we will get to you as well. Hopefully we'll get to you, but I have a few more minutes that I'm going to stay on, and then we're going to do the drawing and then go. Okay, so if you know somebody that needs it now, go let them know. Go share this video right now, and so that we can get going. So let me see here. Hold on one second. Gotta something here. Technical thing here. Okay, so I'm going to do this for Jessica. Jessica, hopefully you are here and with us. Okay, so 3 card pull for Jessica. Take a deep breath with me, everyone, for Jessica. And Jessica, you take a deep breath. All right. Jessica. Okay, so your energy right now feels a bit weary. On a scale of 0 to 10, your energy is at about a -10 right now. There's something super heavy on your mind, and that goes with your career area. It's almost like you truly want to change what you're doing right now, as in making a living and things like that. We also got the Fool card for you as well. I pulled out a tarot, a different tarot deck for you. Okay, we got the Fool card for you. It's almost kind of like you are just gonna do what you need to do. Okay, you're gonna do what you need to do. Keep positive is the thing. Trying to keep positive, and then trying to also work in some strategies to get you there. You do need some good strategies and also a mind shift. So shifting of the mind, that's what I'm going to work with you today on the mini transformation a little bit. Okay, we're going to give you a little extra boost on that part for your mini transformation because you paid for the 3 card pull and mini transformation. That's what you're going to get. I'm also seeing that this energy flows a lot to your what you're doing right now in your job or career, and it's not good. Energies there feels very low energy. It feels almost like you want to detach, and there's a deep urge to change that environment. Okay, the environment in total. So you want to change the environment, you want to move forward, you want to move on, but it's very hard because it feels like you're very stuck in that environment right now due to whatever obligations that you've had put yourself into for a bit. But I'll say that it is very possible, as long as you don't keep judging yourself and saying that it's not possible. Okay, if you really wanted to, you could. Okay, you could. There's many ways that you could go around this, Jessica, to shift and to shift and to shape what it is that you want to truly do. But there will be some sacrifices that you'll need to do, that you'll need to be willing to say no to, right? That you don't need certain things in your life. You can say no to these sacrifices that you've been making, and instead utilize the time, the energy, and the funds to do something to make this dream, desired goal happen for you. I feel that that is going to come into fruition once you are willing to just make the sacrifices. I also see that for relationship, Jessica, you got the 10 of hearts here. Okay, 10 of hearts for relationship, and that is going not too bad. I wouldn't complain. I feel good about that area. I feel like that area doesn't need a ton of healing or help right now, but the area that needs a ton of healing and help and movement is truly yourself. You're stuck in yourself, and you're stuck with how and what you're going to do. I also pulled out a different card for you to help you as well, and we got the 10 of Wands for you. There's a feeling, a deep feeling of you're not able to make movement on your own and that you need some support. Ask. You got to ask for the support, Jessica. Sometimes the asking may not be the correct etiquette when you're doing it, so you may have to go back to the drawing board and then learn how to ask, because it is how to ask is what's going to get you there. Okay, it's how to ask. So I want you to think about that and think about different ways that you can ask or that you can be willing to do to get there on your spiritual journey. And this is going towards spiritual and career area, okay? Jessica, I'm going to do a small clearing and also energy boost for your financial piece because I feel like there's a need for financial, like door opening type energies, okay? So let's see what we get here. Take a slow, deep breath for me, and I'm going to pull up my candle here for this energy extra boost here, the transformation coming in. Jessica, I want you to take a slow, deep breath for me. And you can close eyes for me, Jessica. Some good energies flowing through now. Ooh, it just came in like a huge chunk of it. Can you feel that, Jessica? Coming through now your arms and legs. Good energies flowing in. Giving you that extra boost for self-confidence. Cleaning up energies coming through. Cleaning up financial area here. Take a slow, deep breath, Jessica. Feeling the transformation flowing through. See, close eyes and envision in front of you an open path with golden sunlight coming through at your feet. Deep breath, Jessica. And it just came through right now. And I'm going to, how do you feel, Jessica? Open up your eyes and let us know how you're feeling. I just pulled up the J, Jack of Diamonds. Okay, that just confirmed everything for you right there, the Jack of Diamonds. Energy came through fairly well. It wasn't too bad from what I've done before. So Jessica, let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how you're feeling as you come back. All right. Okay, so I'm writing down the names of those of you that want to be in the drawing. I've got that. Let's see here. Let's see who wants to go into the drawing. There's a free drawing if you guys have just joined in. There's a free drawing for a 3-card pull that was donated by Wes Slowick, one of our very own. White Eagle High Mountain is his name. And our very own disciple has donated $33.33 for a lucky person that will be drawn in a bit here. If you want to be in the drawing, type down drawing. And I'm collecting the names right now as we speak. Thank you to Bunny 1111 for subbing and sharing as well. All right. Let's see who wants to be in the drawing. Type down drawing. I'm going through this right now. I got Ja, Bass, Mai, Yua, Yang, Sor, Tao. Anybody else? Anybody else? Don't be shy. Okay. So I'm going to collect this. I think the Lord Zan 9117 wants to be in drawing as well? Okay, so we got some people in here. I'm gonna just tear these out and we'll see who gets the 3-card pull. Okay. All right, as I'm waiting here, type down where you are watching from if you haven't already. If you just come in, type down where you're watching from. What state? What state are you watching from? Or perhaps you're out of the country and you're watching from like Australia or France. Because I've had that before. Or even the UK. Anybody else wants to be in the drawing, let me know. Don't be shy. Jabbass is watching from Oklahoma. Mai Yang is from Minnesota. Yay. Who else? Let us know where you're watching from. Participate and pay it forward. Don't be shy. This is typically a safe environment. Right? Safe environment. If anybody bullies anybody on this chat, then you guys know what to do, right? They're out. Not on my live. That's not going to happen. Or trolls, I guess. That's the other word. Okay, so I've thrown some names into my bowl here. And let's see who's getting this 3-card pull donated by Wes Loic. Okay. All right. Good luck to everyone that has asked to be in the drawing. Okay, we've gotten ones. Oh, wow. Ja Bast is the winner. I think you earned it too, Ja Bast, because you've been doing very active things. So Ja Bast is our winner. I pulled out her or his or her name. I think it's a her. Just guessing. Okay. Thank you for Wes Loic for the donation, and we will do Ja Bast next. And then we're going to get to a couple of the ones that wants a 1-card have asked politely for a 1-card pull. We'll go through that, then a few of them, and then I will need to leave. All right. Ja Bast, you're the winner, and here's your 3-card pull right here. So listen up. All right, so we've gotten these cards for you, Ja Bast. Okay, so I'd say that there's been some doubting energies, some doubtful energies that has been crawling upon you, and it's about your spiritual journey, Ja Bast. I feel that you have gone on a spiritual journey, but it's been very daunting. I think that's the word that's coming through my head. I mean, I'm seeing doubtful, but then daunting. Like there's something that's holding you back a lot, actually. And I say that does have to do with a lot of the financial area or the career area that hasn't been too happy in. You haven't been too content in that area, the career area. I do see that there is some light energy, good energies coming up in that area. But I also want to let you know that don't give up, and you need to start to get yourself back together, to allow yourself to gain some momentum. And when you gain momentum into just going into something right now that you can gain some good income or some good financials on, then you just go into the momentum without much emotions. I know your emotions has been running high on that part, Ja Bast, but you want to allow yourself to say, forget about the emotions right now. I got to get going on that, because if you keep waiting and just stalling. It's stalling your time. It's stalling your journey, and the whole thing is stalling you in total. So you want to just go in there and don't think too much. If you want to be crazy and just go into something right now, then I say that that's probably the best bet, not just as in bad crazy, but in good crazy, in a good way, meaning that just go for it. You don't think too much about it, okay? If you haven't, if you're struggling on the financial piece, there are programs out there that you can that can help you, but I feel that it's more about your career choice in that area, and that you just need to go with the flow with whoever and whatever right now until you are up on your feet again in that area. Then you can make a decision on truly what you want. You can still do that right now too. It's like not a problem, but how to wrap around it in your head is that you've got to have something stable. It seems like you yourself has to have something stable. So then you are more okay with doing that, okay with going with, with making the call on how you want to go about this spiritual journey. So the other thing is that it's been tough because also there's been like a sort of like a secluded energy on the relationship side, and it's not been well received. Not been well received, not been well taken. Some kind of a disagreement or a feeling of you want to be independent and you don't want to listen to other people right now in regards to what their suggestions are. So it's been a bit difficult for you to move forward. So you've got to listen. You've got to listen to some people that are giving you some kind of suggestions, even though they may not be the best suggestion. It's okay. You just have to let that momentum come through, okay? Let that energy flow through, and then the more that you can allow yourself to open up that door for willingness to listen, then you may be able to listen deeper into your intuition as well. So though people may not know it, it's hand in hand. If you are a good listener out here, you will be a good listener to your intuition as well. So Jabez, that's my suggestion to you as well. I'm just going to clear out some energies here of worriness, a lot of anxiety that goes into your career and financial side. So take a deep breath with me, Ja. Okay. And here's your mini transformation. Thank you to Wes Loic for this. Take a deep breath, Jabez. Coming in, good energies flowing in now. Right there at the top of your head. And just allow it with a deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Allow it to come right in and at your chest. Right there. And now take a slow deep breath and a deep one. Elongate that breath for me. And there we go. All right. Did you feel that, Ja? Some good energies there to help move you through, so that anxiety is not at the top of your head. It's at the lowest part of you that you don't have any worries about. But the thing is that the big thing that should be at the top of your head is strategy. Okay? Strategy is the thing. All right. Okay, and Ja says, yes, I did. Thank you so much. Juju Chi. So lots of good interactive comments from Ja Bast. All right, for those of you that want the one card pull, I'm moving on to the one card pulls now. And you entered the drawing, but you didn't get one, so I'm going to pull Bunny 1111. Okay, here we go. One card pull. She says one card pull, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so Bunny 11, this is going to be for you, and then we're going to be moving forward. Okay. Take a slow, deep breath. Bunny, bunny, 11 for your 1 card pull. I'm just checking something here. Okay. So bunny, bunny, 11, here we go. You've got the ace of, I just blanked out right now. Ace of spades. Ace of spades. Bunny, bunny. Okay. Energies right now is truly running pretty high. I feel like you're very stuck at a level -10. I want to tell you that, no joke, a deep healing would be very beneficial for you so that the blockage can be really moved or explode out. Okay, one of those. It's either the blockage there can be either moved or explodes out. But if without a healing, it will be very difficult for you to climb this wall that you are going into. And this is also an inner wall, and there's also like a physical wall, but this physical wall is very ironic. So it's not like a physical wall that you're actually looking at, but it is a decision that you need to make. So bunny, bunny, hear me out, that you do need a deep healing for this blockage and or this decision that needs to be made. And it has been sat on for quite a bit of time. So this is something that you need to go into. And I'll say that this does go into more of a relationship, but then I'm also getting the gist of where to go. So the question is where to go. Okay, if that makes any sense to you. All right, that's for bunny, bunny. It's where to go. That's the question. And I could definitely help you with furthering that, answering that question for you, bunny, bunny. But if you, it'd be great if you want to change that up for you yourself, make movement in that with a personal reading and healing. The link is down below in the description if you need that. Okay. All right. The other person that somebody else wanted a 1 card pull. Who was it? All right, I believe. I just see one person. Well, no, there's more. Okay, so it's the Lord Zen 9117. I thought I saw you there. So 1 card pull for the Lord Zen 9117. Here we go. I think the Lord Zen 9117 is watching from California, Cali. Lord Zen 9117, here's the 1 card pull for you. We've got a 3 of diamonds for you. The energy here feels somewhat connected, but then there's some kind of a disconnect with you going into your career path right now. It's not the happiest thing, it's not the funnest thing, but it's something to help you move along. And I'm glad that you're actually creating some kind of momentum, the Lord Zan 9117. I feel that your personal energy is trying to get to a point that you are more comfortable with yourself, more independent, and more positive. Okay, so that's your card pull, the Lord Zen 117. So continue to work on that energy. If you like, I do suggest you to do some kind of meditation for yourself, especially with a harp energy or harp sound for yourself. 432 hertz would be good, the Lord Zen 9117. And then the other thing that could be helpful for you would be a past life regression healing and or ceremony to cut the karma cords. At that point, at this point, Lord Zan 117, 9117, that has a lot to do, the stuckness has a lot to do with your past lives as well. So definitely would be great to dive into that past life for you, because that has a lot to do with your spiritual journey right now. Okay, and that's why there's pondering on that career area, because you don't really want to be in that the whole time, which is something that you can change, but you must be willing. All right. The other one is, you're welcome, the Lord Zan 9117. The Lord Zan 9117 says thank you. All right. Next up we have, I'll do one more and I'm going to go. Ascending Universal Butterfly, wanted a card pull. So here we go. Ascending Universal Butterfly wants a 1-card pull. You're welcome. She says, thank you. You're welcome. Okay. And if you haven't already, go like, subscribe, and share. Click on that notification button so you'll know when I'm going to be out there in my next live. Okay. I try to do this at least once or twice a month, but we'll see how it goes. I may be going on to some Facebook lives or some more YouTube lives in Hmong as well as we go into May. So watch for those as well. Okay. So Ascending Universal Butterfly, here we go. 1-card pull for you. You've got the Ace of Diamond, really good card, I'll say. Honestly, there's some good energies going on with you. The Ascending Universal Butterfly. It goes within the energy of your spiritual journey as well. Though there's some knickknacks there that you have to deal with, you are doing fairly good, as in your personal energy or vibration is doing fairly well right now. Also, there's good support. That is also why. And the other thing that may be a hiccup for you coming up for you here in the next 1 to 2 weeks is going to be something in the realm of you and how to move forward in your career path. Okay. So career path and or spiritual path may be colliding with one another in the next 1 to 2 weeks. And then you may have to make a decision of some sort in that arena. Okay. 1-card pull was for Ascending Universal Butterfly. All right. Warmest blessings to all of you. I'm going to end it here with a card pull for the weekend. Okay. So a card pull for the weekend. All of you that are on with me, those of you that did not want anything or did not say anything or interact, come in next time to interact with us. Don't be shy. This is a safe environment. If you feel, kind of like it's iffy, or I'm afraid to actually press that button and share something, don't be, because those of you that have done it before know that this is a safe environment and that we are not going to let anybody bully you down or judge you. No judge zone. Okay. So here we go. Not with Master Paula Chi anyways, or Folly the Healing. Card for the weekend. Wow. 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 I cannot say another wow. We have Mother Mary. Mary Magdalene is unconditional love. Love yourself, love others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Is this not the message I just gave earlier on when I was doing the planetary healing, the trauma healing? Is it not? It just confirms everything today. Warmest blessings from Faliti, Mother Mary, To all of you, Goddess Guan Yin, and all of the spirit guides, all of the benevolence, to all of you and the planet, to whoever sees or not see this live. Warmest blessings, and we'll talk to all of you soon. Bye-bye.